CSGO's final major is now over, and we honestly couldn't have asked for a more perfect ending. ZywOo, the chosen one, finally got his crown, and he did it in front of a home crowd. But now that it's all over, what does it mean for the future of Counter-Strike? So, the Paris Major bracket turned out to be just as unpredictable as every round before it. And before we go any further, yes, I was wrong. I'm a man of passion and loyalty to my region. And by God, if Liquid had a chance at winning a goddamn major, it's now. Yeah, that couldn't have been further from reality.
One! Onto Nafly! One bullet! To land it! And secure the semis! Apex! I am in disbelief!
Liquid were demolished. All the confidence that NAF and OC seemingly had disappeared once they got onto the stage. All credit to Apex, honestly, but this is a team that Liquid should beat every day of the week. Or so at least I thought. Honestly, I shouldn't be surprised at this point. They love to lose these. Now, what was surprising was Heroic's outcome. Heroic had been one of the most consistent teams in CSGO over the last year or so, and with a grand finals appearance at Rio, they were pretty much a lock for another one. However, their first matchup wasn't going to be easy. Although in my eyes, Heroic were still definitely the favorites, it's hard to ever count out FaZe's clutch factor. But after trading maps, Heroic shut down Mirage, sending FaZe packing.
My God, Carrigan with that MP9. He spotted, gets the bomb down, Testus now, quaking in his boots! Oh, it's over! Testus holds on and Heroic! Locked in for the semi-finals!
Now, you'd think the hard part would be over for Heroic. They had just beat the number 5 team in the world. And although GamerLegion loves to prove everyone wrong every once in a while, we were watching an unleashed Cadian. But once again, GamerLegion surprised the world, thanks in large part to an outstanding performance
Good shot
from Ima.
onto Kiosk, but the bomb is still in the hands of Suhei. Oh, they're going to run right into it. Ima with the spray down. He mows them all right down.
Well, doesn't even get really a chance. Ima adds one. He's going to spray them all down. Quad kills from Ima.
And now Yabi and Cadian are showing up. Ima with the spray down. He's so good. The follow-up. He is immortal. It's just Tessa's left. And there's nothing to do. GamerLegion with a legendary run to make the grand finals of the final major in CSGO.
Even his biggest haters would admit that seeing Cadian lift a major trophy would be something special for Counter-Strike, but this time around, it just wasn't in the cards. That being said, with the numbers he's still putting up, I think we're going to see a lot more Cadian in the years to come. Now, back on the other side of the bracket were the home favorites, Vitality. Heading into their first match against Into the Breach, Vitality hadn't lost a single map in the tournament, and despite some brilliant individual efforts from the side of ITB, especially from Cypher, Vitality would hang on to their perfect record. But as I mentioned, Cypher was the real highlight of that series. The UK has been a pretty down bad region over the years, so to see a young man come in with this much confidence against one of the best players in the world is a great thing to see. Cypher is definitely a player you're going to want to keep on your radar going forward. Hell, even ZywOo himself had to give the Brit some respect.
Is that a start of something between you and Cypher? You know, especially early on when he was hitting the headshots.
Yeah, I mean, he f***ed me. Sorry to say that, but he f***ed me a lot. So obviously, yeah, he's a really good rifle and entry, most likely. So yeah, if he keep like this, he can be one of the best ones.
Made a name for himself on a big stage.
Yeah.
Now, it's time to get to the real action. After fighting off Apex and capturing yet another 2-0 victory, Vitality moved on to meet GamerLegion in CSGO's grand finale. It was time for the party to get started. The Counter-Strike gods truly blessed us. We got the outcome we were hoping to get in Rio, the home team playing in the finals. And let's just say, Paris did not disappoint.
We may have taken a break, but the crowd certainly has not. The Golden Hornets are here. And Vitality are 6 rounds away.
With the Golden Hornets absolutely buzzing, it was the moment all of CS had been waiting 11 years for. The last grand final in CSGO history. And the stage was set perfectly. Would we finally get to see ZywOo get a win deserving of his pedigree? Would dupreeh further solidify himself as the most decorated player in the history of the game? Could Apex finally prove all the doubters wrong? Or would a group of perfect underdogs deliver the most remarkable upset in the history of the game? Well, kudos to GamerLegion for putting up one hell of a fight. I'm serious, that team deserves the community's utmost respect. But goddamn, no one was stopping ZywOo from getting this major.
And another flash assist in the kill feed.
Yeah, Spinks not gonna. What? Okay.
Spinks getting ever closer. T-side turn. Instant execution. Keon's back and down. It is Vitality with a 1-round difference.
He falls away, takes the spam, and he leans on who other than the legend of Lens. Who other than Lilu? But they turn back because they're so afraid, and then they walk into Apex, the only 2 Frenchmen to take it in a major on French soil. Isaac with everything on him. Vitality show! It's a full house from the French! No holds back! No surrender!
With outstanding performances from the entire squad, Vitality became the second team ever to win a major without dropping a single map. And with an unthinkable 1.54 rating, ZywOo was of course named Tournament MVP. And just like that, it was all over.
Signed sincerely by millions, your Blast TV Paris Major Champions, Team Vitality!
In the wake of the final CSGO major trophy lift, we got it all. Unbridled elation, a lot of tears, and for whatever reason, a surprising amount of F-bombs.
You had to do it with an international team, and now you've lifted it. It's poetic in Paris. How does it feel?
I don't know how to describe right now. It's so much joy. You know, I've been criticized from day one being in game leader, but now I win a major, so f you.
But amidst all the celebration, there was an elephant in the room. What now? Well, if you were hoping for Valve to finally drop some more news about Counter-Strike 2, since, you know, it would have been the perfect moment to do it, you'd be sadly let down. As of recording, we still have no f***ing clue what's going on with this game. With that said, CSGO is still technically not over. There's still a few tournaments left, and with no updates from Valve, we actually have no idea when or how the transition is going to be made. What we do know is that CS2 will be coming out sometime this summer. And before that happens, expect to see a lot of changes. There are of course plenty of teams who will just play by ear. CS2 will see massive changes to the meta, and it might be smart to just see how certain players perform in the first few months of that transition period. But for teams like Furia, Liquid, and Na'Vi who had been underperforming even before the major, massive changes are likely on the horizon. I mean, we have already heard rumblings from the Na'Vi camp that Blade and MPL are on their way out. Personally, I'm a lot more curious to see which players are going to retire. We've already seen guys like Fallen comment on it, but what other pros are going to use this as an opportunity to hang up their mice? I know a lot of older players probably have some morbid curiosity about Counter-Strike 2, but for a lot of them, taking the bow now would probably be best. With that said, let me pass it off to you guys. What are your feelings coming out of the last CSGO major ever? And what do you hope to see during this quote-unquote transitional period? Let me know in the comments, and as always, stay safe and have fun. My favorite CSGO highlight.
Or like
moment? I really liked Furia beating Na'Vi at home last year. I thought that was really special. Even though they didn't make it all the way, I thought it was really cool to see.